these lines, today we are looking at the new manager in town, Xabi Alonso, joining Real Madrid. We are going to look at the positive side of him joining Real Madrid and also the negative side of him joining a club like Real Madrid. So we're going to have a discussion about him and also some of the transfers he needs to bring in to make this team stable. So I'm going to start with Sam. With Xabi Alonso moving to Real Madrid, I think Real Madrid have had a very bad season, especially this season. And with Xabi Alonso moving to a team like Real Madrid, do you think it's a positive thing for him as a young coach joining a club with this big egos? And what does he need to do to be able to get this team stable and ready for next season?
On CV basis, it's a great move for him. It's for his career. It's a big step from how he has elevated through the ranks. Then from Bayern Leverkusen to Madrid right now. On the other hand, it's a big risk for him now. It's all eyes on him. With a team like Madrid, there are other factors that also play in the game. I was hoping he would spend at least one season with Liverpool and at least to see how things will actually pan out. This season wasn't that, even though they are still in the Champions League spot, I think this season wasn't as good as last season. So I was hoping if a third season could cement his fact that he's also a very good coach and it wasn't just a one season fluke. At Real Madrid, he needs to make tough decisions. It won't be that easy because there are a lot of egos playing out there, and he needs to make tough decisions. He needs to make tough calls. If it goes down to selling big names, he has to make a mark in the dressing room, and it all starts from the dressing room. If Xabi Alonso will have a good season as Madrid, it will start from the dressing room. How he will get them in shape, how he will get them to play as a team. If you look at a team like Barcelona, let's not forget Rafinha in Leeds, and even when he came to Barca the first season, was playing at the right hand side. That's where he plays very well at. But now he has been changed to the left side at times, and Jamil is playing at the right side. As a team, you need to balance these things and need to play as one team. That's the issue that Madrid is having right now. We know Mbappe likes playing from the left, making those runs from the left. We know Vinicius loves those runs from the left also. Rodrigo also likes making those runs from the left. So you're having three big names that want to play all from that side. So if you make that impact, to start from the dressing room, and he needs to make his mark, make firm decisions. Let them know that it's not really about you; it's about the team. And if he can get things right from the dressing room, you will see the Madrid team that we all love and admire.
Okay, Prince, let's look at Xabi Alonso leaving Bayern Leverkusen on a free transfer. Bayern Leverkusen are not going to receive anything from Real Madrid. Joining Real Madrid, but it's like you moving into a new place and now closing anything behind you, knowing they are going for a challenge. We've seen new coaches coming into this Real Madrid set, like the Lopetegis came in after Zidane, and after 2 months, they were sacked. Do you think Xabi Alonso would have more time ahead of him than the Lopetegis we saw in previous seasons?
Xabi Alonso wouldn't have gone for the Madrid job because there's a job that would like to expose you. Honestly, the fans, the rivalry, all these things that comes in, and he's too much of a young coach to want to take up this mantle that is very, very huge. That if care is not taken, one mistake and he loses it all. You understand? I really, really like him, and I feel like you look at a coach like Fabregas, who is doing so well at Como, and wants to stay there for another season to just prove a point, build up his CV. I think he could have. Xabi Alonso could have done a similar thing. Stay at Leverkusen, build that strength, build that charisma, You understand? Because this Madrid team has a lot of ego playing around the team. You get it. Now, this evening, they have issues with Vinicius' contract. How is he going to come in with having contract issues coming in? Jude Bellingham, all these boys, it's not easy. You get it? It's not easy. And I think Ancelotti had this man management thing with him that he did so well because you could clearly see from the outside that things are not going on well. But when he comes in, when he's been asked, he has a nice way to make the team look good. But we all saw that the team wasn't looking good. So I would only wish him all the best, wish he would succeed. But everything boils down to him, how he's going to manage the ego, manage the players, how he's going to set up the team, how they'll even be willing to play and win El Clasicos, because winning some of these matches will place value on you, the coach. You get it. I believe one of the reasons why Madrid lost touch with Ancelotti this season was with the fact that the El Clasicos, he lost everything. I think they played 4, he lost all. Even the preseason, they played 1 to add up to make it 5. He lost everything, and you could clearly see that the fans are not happy. So I don't know how Xabi Alonso will come in and tell the whole story and start making history for himself. I can only wish him all the best.
Okay, so Ralph, let's look at the tactical aspect of the game. Coming into a team which has been defeated by Barcelona on 4 occasions in competitive matches. Xabi Alonso coming into this team, do you think he'll be able to match up the likes of Hansi Flick and Diego Simeone in the La Liga? And also in the Champions League, how can he be able to turn things around, seeing his bad performance in the Champions League with Bayern Leverkusen?
I was reading earlier when the topics for today was saying that Alonso will be doing will be going with the 4-4-2 formation, whereby he wants to add more he wants to get more control midfield. So he has made Madrid aware of some players that he will be needing for that particular system. That is Grimaldo. There's one boy, I think Benfica, with Trent Arnold, and the one Alexandra Caceres or so. Yes, if my pronunciation is okay. So I feel he wants to get more control in that midfield. One of the weakest links Madrid had this season was their midfield. And Alonso's inclusion, he wants to really do very well with their midfield. Not forgetting that some key players will also be coming back. Dani Caballero, as usual, he has not. Caballero is still in his. I feel he's still one of the top best right backs in the world currently, who will also be coming back. Eder Militao, David Alaba, as to if he's going to stay at Madrid or leave, is still up for discussion. And also Eder Militao will also be coming back. So not forgetting about the players who went out injured. He'll be getting some new, some old players in there who are very, very good. And it's also going to include some key players also in the setup. Trent Arnold is still a debate between I and a friend of mine as to if he will be playing as a right back or in midfield. Bearing in mind that Caballero is, the best right back they have in their team, who has won a lot of trophies. I don't see Trent Arnold competing with Caballero for that position. That was the basis for my argument. I see Trent Arnold playing a more central role in that Madrid team. They need somebody to do the job Toni Kroos was doing. And they need Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham's friend. Jude Bellingham wants Trent Arnold to also make that midfield with him. So, as I said, they need more control in that midfield. They need more legs in that midfield. And I think with Alonso's inclusion also in the Madrid team, the young guys will also be getting opportunities. Unlike Ancelotti, who didn't give Ada Güler a chance to play, who didn't give the Hendricks and other Brahim Diaz, Alonso will give them an opportunity and they are going to play. That young guys, because of the confidence they had, some of them would have made a transfer request, some of them were not happy. But when they heard Alonso was coming, some of them changed their minds. And I believe strongly that when he comes, he's going to give Hansi Flick a stiffer competition. And as Prince said, I wish he would have stayed in Bayern Leverkusen for maybe 3 to 5 seasons so for that he'll become a household name. Now he leaving Germany, it's more or less like the league has become a bit still weaker because he gave Bayern a proper competition last 2 seasons. The German league. Dortmund is also not playing too well. that they can. I'm not sure they can compete Bayern next season. Bayern is going to strengthen. So I mean, as we see, the German league will still be the farmers league. That will still be for Bayern Munich. So I feel he's going to do well at Real Madrid. So let's see how things will go and the transfers that are going to join him up also in the team.
Okay, so you mentioning about transfers, we've had players like the Horsen, the Grimaldos, and also one or two players, and also Real Madrid are looking out of adding a striker. Yes, so I want to look at it from this aspect from Prince. Dean Horsen being a Bournemouth player, and now the agreement between him and Real Madrid. Do you think he's the best fit into this Real Madrid setup? And as Ralph mentioned, between a 3-4-3 formation and a 4-4-2 formation, which of this do you think would fit well for this Real Madrid team?
Okay, so first let me touch on the formation, and I think he is familiar with the 3-4-3 formation, which has gone so well for him last season when he won the Bundesliga and also won the DF Pokal. So and he had players in Bayer Leverkusen that understood the system so well, and they helped him excel with that system. I don't know how he will come into Madrid having someone like Alexander-Arnold who will help him from the right wing, and if he's to bring Granado to help him on the left wing, I think he might probably want to twist the formation a bit so other players can suit in there, because a player like Jude Bellingham will feel okay playing in this system and playing just behind, so he'll be close to the 18 box. So I don't know how he'll come in with the 3-4-3 and probably want to play it and make it suit each and every player in there. If he feels like it's not going to work and he has to stick with the old Madrid formation 4-4-2 or any formation that he feels like is going to work for him, I think it should be bold enough to want to go for it, so it doesn't be a reason why people want to come at him. And with the Dean Huysen, I don't know if that's the name, if I got the name right. Yeah, Dean Huysen. Yes. So the Bournemouth player, I read on Fabrizio's portal this evening that they are looking at triggering the 15 million release clause, and it's a three-time payment plan that ends, I think, next year or something. So I think he's a good player. He's a good player, and Bournemouth are making so much profit from him because they bought it for just 15 million, just 15 million, and they are selling it for 50 million. That's a 35 million profit in there. So, he coming into the Madrid setup. Already there's Rudiger, there's Militao at that centre back, and there's another Asensio also there. So he might fit into when he plays alongside Rudiger, who is also another physical guy just like him. So, and he being a Spanish boy gives him a little bit of advantage with the centre back pairing, because we have Militao, who is a Brazilian, and a German in Rudiger. So he being a Spanish boy, poster boy, I think it will help him. I think he finds himself in an environment that is very conducive for him. So he will excel if only the coach places him at the right position.
Okay, Sam, let's look at some of the outgoings in the Real Madrid setup. We are hearing rumors that Rodrigo is not happy with the squad. Things are not going on well with him, and he likes to leave this Real Madrid team. If we are looking at outgoings, do you think Rodrigo is one player Real Madrid needs to keep or they need to sell? And also the likes of, we are hearing Vasquez also leaving, which he has done everything for Real Madrid. But still on Rodrigo, do you think Rodrigo would be a bad decision to let him go, or as a player it's good for him to move to another club and now become the poster boy of that club?
Rodrigo is still very young. He has more seasons to play. I think the best thing that he can do is to move to a team that will give him more playing time. At the current situation at Madrid now, doesn't really give him that space to be playing much games. So I think for him to move out, I think it's the best. It's the best thing he can do as a player and for his career. For a team like Madrid, I think it's a big blow to have to lose such a young talent, because I think he's an amazing and a very interesting player to watch with time and with more game time. I think he will be an amazing player for whatever teams or team he plays for. I think it's the right move for him. I think other players may like to leave also due to the whole fracas that is going on in Madrid now. So yes, I think Madrid have to blame themselves for what they are going through also. I think last season they had to make some right signings. That's 10 of them waiting for a player's contract to run out, so they can just have a free transfer, had a negative impact on them. So I think this season they should just make the right, sign the right players. Trent is an amazing player, even though he also left with all these bad energy that he left us at Liverpool. But I think if from going on for it, they should just make the right signings at the right time, and the team will get back to its winning ways.
Okay, so let's look at Xabi Alonso coming to Real Madrid. From everybody's aspect, I want us to see from 1 to 10, how much are we looking at him succeeding at Real Madrid, and what trophy do we think he will be able to win for Real Madrid next season? It's either he's winning a trophy or not. So let me start with Raf. From a rating of 1 to 10, how much do you think Xabi Alonso will be able to perform for Real Madrid? And is he going to win a trophy? Yes or no? And which trophy do you think he will be able to win for Real Madrid?
Difficult one. I'll give Alonso 6 over 10. I'll give Alonso 6 over 10. Because currently, as you said, one of their best players in Vini Jr., contract issues and other things are becoming a problem. So if it will be solved, then Vini will be happy on the job. I'll give him 7. But for now, I will say 6 over 10. And also, I see him, depending on the players Real Madrid add to their team, maybe he can get the Copa del Rey. But for the League and the Champions League, I can't be too certain about that. About the Copa del Rey, I'll be a bit certain because he can do money wise and then get a Copa del Rey. But for the League and Champions League, I can't vouch for Alonso for now. Yes.
Okay, so Prince, from your side, from a rating of 1 to 10, where do you think Alonso would be? And would he be able to win a trophy in his first season or not? And if he were able to win, what trophy are you looking at him picking up in his first season?
I think I'll go with Raf. I'll give him a 6. A 6, not because he doesn't have the experience, but a 6 because the environment he finds himself might not be smooth running for him just like that. You have to now come and find his feet and make mistakes here and then learn from the mistakes. So, and Barcelona is already ahead of him. They're winning. I think that they're going to win a domestic treble this season, and going into next season, they might want to retain that. So I'll probably give him a Copa del Rey for him to give it a try and see. So maybe a Copa del Rey will do for Xabi Alonso going into next season.
Okay, so Sam, on your end, what rating would you give Xabi Alonso? And is he going to win a trophy or not? And what trophy would he win?
For I think 5 over 10 will be okay, because the whole energy at Madrid now, it's quite toxic, if that's the right word to use. And what else? I think Barcelona is well set up. They have this young chaps inside, and I told one Barca fan that it's, if these guys can play this same and how they are young, they can go on for years to come. So I think Barcelona will still worry them. So with caps to win, I think they are the best they can look at is the Copa del Rey. If Barca is not playing, but if they are still in that shape, I think it will be okay if he goes home without any trophy, but still starts creating a more solid team. I think that would be fair.
Okay, so we'll be looking at Xabi Alonso's career at Real Madrid, and we are all hoping that he would have a smooth career in this Real Madrid setup. I know the rating for each person is more of a 6 and a 7, but let's look out for what he will be able to show in this El Clasico games, in the Champions League, and also some of the crucial games for a team like Real Madrid. Wish him well, and as the season goes on, we'll be looking at what we need to expect from Xabi Alonso and how he needs to tweak things to make sure that we're world best club again. Thank you for joining us on Tactics and Touchlines. And we're looking out into Real Madrid season and also the career of Xabi Alonso heading this Real Madrid setup. So thank you for joining us.